Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of March 7th. Now Sagittarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Sag, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Make sure you use the link in the description below though. I only have one account and it's linked below. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Sagittarius. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, let's get all the cards out here. We'll take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. We're also going to take a few of these oracle cards here. So we'll take a few there, put them there. All right. So let me make sure everything is set up in view and then we'll get right into it. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups talks about potentially really needing to trust your intuition. This is probably the second most intuitive card in the tarot. And so when you get this, it says take note of intuitive messages that may be coming forward for you here at this time. And, sometimes the message will not be found through textbooks. Sometimes the message will be found through trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, and following the voice of your soul. And that's what the Queen of Cups will do. We're also in Pisces season. This is a very Piscean energy here with the Queen of Cups. And so kind of allowing yourself to just allow, right? Pisces is the energy of allowing things to happen, for lack of a better phrase, going with the flow in some area of your life, whatever the case may be for you in that way. And, the Queen of Cups can also potentially represent somebody who is a good partner, a good, if you're here for romance or if you're here for love, the Queen of Cups is a good partner in your life. Also could be a trusted friend or ally, could also be a somebody who's potentially in the helping professions, maybe a therapist, a massage therapist, a Reiki master, an alternative energy healer, whatever the case may be, somebody in like the helping professions in some way, social work, anything like that. Taking a look here, you have a very interesting reading. I have to tell you, it's almost this energy, there's a bittersweet energy here. I think the outcome's ultimately going to be good for you. But in your current situation, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands represents somebody who's potentially like fighting an uphill battle. They are clearly carrying a burden on their back. They are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. And for this person, the thing about this is it does say that you've crossed the finish line because it is a 10 and you have, let's see here, 3 10s, 1, 2, 3 10s in the tarot. So, or in this reading. So 10s in the tarot represent completions, endings, kind of hitting the end of the road. And so there is a clear chapter ending here for you, Sagittarius. And this 10 of Wands, to me, it does suggest experience because not only have you reached the end of the suit, but each one of these wands represents experience earned or knowledge gained along your journey and along the way. And so it's sort of this, there may be more work ahead, but at the same time, you have picked up a lot of experience in your life. Now, in the problem situation, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is potentially some sort of offer coming in here. Some of you may be very concerned about getting, some of you may be like putting jobs in or trying to start something. Page of Wands is, to me, it can be like entrepreneurial energy or side hustle energy. It's not like the Ace of Wands, but some of you may be, waiting for something to happen in terms of your career. And I would say there's a real energy here. There's a big energy here of allowing and a real energy here of letting go. And so if you're like hoping for communication, if you're like, it's almost like there's something around communication that is troubling you here at this time. The other thing here is this can refer to kind of you being a lively, energetic inspired person. And so I wonder if some of you are looking for inspiration as well in this week. Now, in the past, you have the moon. The moon can talk about, this can talk about your hopes and fears. And typically it's about your fears, though. The moon may say that you have subconscious fears. And so you may want to take a look at that. There could be something here that's coming to the surface as well, as you see the crab is emerging from water. And so it can refer to like something that's hazy or hidden or something that's not clear in your life when you get the moon energy. It can represent a deception, but it is temporary because the cycles of the moon go very quickly, right? Moon comes up, moon comes down type of energy. And so, there may be a fear of the past year that's coming forward. I really get the sense, Sagittarius, that some of you are looking to allow. Some of you are looking to allow something to happen. And I don't mean that in like, don't put yourself in a dangerous position, but I get the sense that some of you can't calculate everything down to the last step, right? And so for some of you, there's this real energy of ease and comfort at this time as you complete something. 3 10s does not happen very often, 3 of 4, right? And so, yeah. Now, in the future, you have the Fool. The Fool is all about a powerful new beginning. This card only comes forward when you're ready because it is the start of the hero's journey through the major arcana. This makes sense to me that you're getting this card with 3 10s because you are completing one cycle and beginning another. The Fool represents the beginning of a cycle, the start of a new cycle, the start of a new chapter. And the Fool really only leaps forward not only when they're ready, but the Fool leaps forward without attachments to the past, right? So dropping the fear here with this moon card in the past, they really don't know where they're going, but they do know they're going somewhere. And so the Fool allows the universe to kind of handle the details for them as they move forward along their journey. And so it's sort of like some of you are starting something here, and it'll be interesting to see what that may be, but it's kind of an exciting energy because as well here in your thoughts, you have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is about some type of potential material harvest coming into your life. Again, in this card, you've reached the end of the suit of Pentacles. And so you've put a lot of energy and effort into something financially or into something materially. And this represents like the chest at the end of the suit, right? The reward at the end of the suit. And so this can be about like building your legacy. It can be about building your empire. And not only just setting yourself up for success, but also setting your children up and your children's children up, and if you're single or you don't have children, your future children or your future family or whatever the case may be. It's this idea of building a legacy for yourself and for your future generations. And for many of you here, this is on your mind as you complete something. It can represent windfalls coming in for sure in your life. If you've been looking for an inheritance, we do have this executor card that I like to put of an estate here with the Queen of Pentacles as well. So I think maybe for a smaller percentage of you, that could certainly be coming in, but there could just be some other type of windfall, like in your life, a windfall of happiness, a windfall of new energy coming in as you start this new beginning. Now, in the subconscious, you have the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands says it's okay to be successful, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with being successful. And with that, stand your ground, okay? This person has been successful in their life, and now people want what they have. And so for them, they have to stick to what they know is true. And again, some people are afraid of success. You do have fear here in the past. Do not fear success. It's totally okay and fine to be a successful person, Sagittarius. Now, in the future, in the direction that you are headed here in the staff, in your influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Star. Amazing, okay? Amazing energy. The Star, you might be in the starlight, okay? You might be in the public eye. You might be starting a YouTube channel. You might be starting an Instagram channel. You may be starting something where you're getting in front of people. But the Star also, more importantly, talks about a wish being granted here in your life. And not only that, it's the major wish card in addition to the Nine of Cups, which you don't have, but you do have this major wish card here, the Star. Not only that, but this person here is in healing waters of renewal. And so if you've been looking to heal from something, if you've been injured, or if you've been nursing an illness, obviously not medical advice, but this is one of these cards that is good for if you're looking at health with tarot. This is definitely one of the good cards to find. It can also represent clarity, optimism, synchronicities. Maybe some of you here getting synchronicities as well, but getting clear on something as you have this Page of Wands in the problem position. Now, in the external influence, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Like I kind of referred to this, but I do like to say that if there was an executor of an estate or the executor of a will, it would be the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's like in charge of money. And, so if you're not dealing with that, what could be happening here is some of you are really looking at your financial situation, budgeting, planning, doing preparation financially, especially as you have the Ten of Pentacles in your mind, on your mind here. And so this could certainly be the case. This is also somebody who's just simply practical. I also want to point out, not only do we have 3 tens, we have 3 queens. Queen of Cups, Pentacles, and the Swords. So in your hopes and fears here, maybe some of you are interested in an air sign here with the Queen of Swords showing up. I think that's maybe for a little bit less of you. I was not getting a whole lot of love energy, but the Queen of Swords is somebody who might be able to give you wise counsel in your life. Some of you may be looking to connect with people at this time. Queen of Swords can also say that it's best at this time that you cut through the noise, you cut through indecision, you cut through any sort of challenges here, and you really go for something. In the outcome, you have the Ten of Swords. So this is an ending, but you can also, this is a card that really sometimes upsets people to see, and it's fine. I understand. The imagery on the card's challenging, but the Ten of Swords can say that you are releasing yourself from what is no longer serving you. The worst is behind you, and there is new hope on the horizon when you get the Ten of Swords, because it is the end of a chapter, the complete close of a chapter. There's no going back when you get the Ten of Swords, but it's also the start of a new one. And you have that energy here with 3 tens. And so for me, I'm not concerned about that, because you have other cards that are extremely positive here, especially with the Fool in the beginning. Or in the Fool in the future with the Ten of Swords in the outcome, there's clearly an ending. But whether or not that's bad or good, I think it's up to you to decide. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, wow, okay, these 3 clarities, I'm not surprised. So the world is literally the completion of a cycle. And what I've been saying in this entire reading here, with the 3 tens and the world, get ready to complete something, Sagittarius, something you've been looking for, something you've been working hard for, because you also have the influence of the Knight of Pentacles, which is you working hard for an outcome. This is an arrival in the material. The Ace of Cups is also a new beginning. So confirmation after confirmation. And the Ace of Cups is a happy new beginning in your life. It can be a romance, but it can also just represent a happy new beginning. There's no question that you are ending a chapter and you are starting a new one here with the world. So that's incredible. You also, maybe you have get more information, romance, and remain positive. There could certainly be someone coming in, but I get the sense that it's going to be in a way that you don't expect it. Like, I was not getting romance energy at all until the end here. And so I do feel like if you are finding somebody, it may just be like serendipitous, especially as you have the Star, which is that type of energy. You have Hunter, track down your fears and desires, and Stag. That is desire energy, sexual energy, both of these cards with the Hunter and the Stag, that is for sure. You also have the Stargazer, set your sights higher, as well as Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Some of you really going for it. Now, if you're here for love, I think it could be a very, very good time for you, but it will be unexpected. I think when you least expect that someone could come in, you'll be extremely compatible with each other. And then otherwise, some of you are really looking to build out your legacy here with Set Your Sights Higher, the Ten of Pentacles, the Star, and figuring out how to do that. So I love this reading. This is one of the better ones I've done in a long time. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Feel free to sign up for my email list. I will see you in the next reading.